Destiny swapped, failed, and backfired. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. If this is a topic or a subject that you love, I will be doing a Destiny swap series starting today. You heard it here first. We will be talking about destiny swaps that succeeded and destiny swaps that failed. I am going to be mentioning in particular very, very famous people that we all know as a collective, just as an example, so that we all know the situation and the people that I'm talking about. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Destiny swap failed and backfired, featuring Nicki Minaj. Now, I really like Nicki. I'm definitely a Nicki Minaj fan. Everything stated in this video is for entertainment purposes only and is all alleged. Again, everything stated in this video is for entertainment purposes only and is all alleged. When a destiny swap and when a destiny swap and humiliation ritual fails. Okay, just a side note, when a destiny swap and humiliation ritual fails, all participants hyperactive and lightly active in the ritual will suffer consequences. So what happened to Miss Nicki Minaj, or the entire hate train that happened in 2018 that happened to Miss Nicki, was a destiny swap attempt that failed. They tried to swap her with Cardi B. That didn't work. And it was also a humiliation ritual as well. For example, her getting snubbed by the Grammys. I believe Quavo had some type of show that he was starting, and there was a part of the show where somebody dressed up like Nicki with the same Nicki wig and all of that stuff and was like ripping up a Chanel bag, trying to really make fun of her and just trying to make fun of her animated self. Those wild songs that Remy Ma made saying that Nicki Minaj's fake butt would fall on the floor and a lot of men couldn't sleep with her because her butt was falling or on the floor or lopsided, or just very, very wild lies like that. It was a mixture of a destiny swap attempt and a humiliation ritual. Now, destiny swaps and humiliation rituals are different, and I will tell you what those look like, okay? But the destiny swap, for example, they were trying to swap Nicki out for Cardi B. In other words, they wanted Cardi B to take her place. They were tired of having the same one female rap artist, number one. They were tired of having the same female rap artist, I guess, basically run the genre. So they're like, you know what? We're tired of her. Let's get some competition in here. Let's bring another female rap artist in here. Let's put a battery in her back and let's have her go against Nicki. And that's why a lot of times in Nicki's song, she says, go against Nicki, it's gonna cost ya. And what I love about her music is the reason why I feel like Nicki Minaj is a very powerful woman, spiritually speaking, and why I definitely think she's a chosen one, is because people who are spiritually protected, people who are chosen ones, people who have bright lights are master manifestors. So when they speak things get in motion. That's how you know that you have a lot of spiritual dominion, that when you say something, it happens. And it happens almost instantly or eventually. So Nicki Minaj said in her song a lot, go against Nicki, it's gonna cost ya. Everybody that has went against Nicki Minaj, they're currently paying their dues right now. Everybody that has went against her has failed. None of them are successful. All of their albums are flopping. All of their music is flopping. All of their relationships are falling apart. Every single person, both male or female, powerful or not so powerful, that formed a weapon against Nicki during that hate train season, all of their careers have flopped. Right? So when a destiny swap and humiliation ritual fails, all participants, hyperactive and lightly active, will suffer consequences. Now, people have to be aware when a destiny swap is in effect, and people need to be aware about what a destiny swap looks like, and when someone is trying to swap out with someone, or when a humiliation ritual is done. Now, usually when a destiny swap is happening, it's usually one person versus the person that they're trying to swap with. In that case, it was Cardi trying to swap places with Nicki. And then we have humiliation rituals. Humiliation rituals, that's done in a group, right? It's when a collective or a major mass group of people is trying to humiliate one particular person, which is why it's called a ritual, because usually essentially, mass humiliation rituals require more than one participant. That's why I shared that story with you guys about that prophetic church that I was going to that tried to do a humiliation ritual on me. I'm the person that they picked specifically to try to humiliate in front of a mass group of people. The prophet was on board with it. His wife, the first lady, was on board with it. All his best men were on board with it. And in that moment, I really realized how powerful I was. And safe to say, the humiliation ritual failed and that entire ministry got tore to shreds. Because anytime you do a humiliation ritual on a chosen one or a destiny swap on a chosen one and it fails, it has to backfire. It has to go back to you. And when it goes back to you, it's going to go back to you in a very, very, very aggressive way. I'm saying this not only for you guys who are experiencing this, but there are two types of people in this world, right? Also for those type of the type of people on here, male or female, jealous women on here, you think you want a destiny swap with a girl, you better pray it works, because if it doesn't, your whole life is going to flop. It's the same thing. If you want to be a part of a humiliation ritual or you want to gang up on another person with another group of people, you need to prepare yourself that if that humiliation ritual doesn't work, your entire life is going to pay for that. So you got to think about that. These things are spiritual. And the thing about life, I'm going to get back into Nicki again, but the thing about life that people don't understand is life is very spiritual. So you have to be very, very careful with who you mess with. You got to be careful with who you target. You got to be careful with people that you try to send bad energy to, because sometimes there are some people, I'm not kidding you guys, it will go back to you like a boomerang. You will lose money. You will lose, credibility. Some people even lose their mind from trying to go after another person. That's a story for another time. I'm going to share that on my Children of the Light channel, about when somebody tried to do that to me and what ended up happening to them mentally. In other words, they went insane. So you have to be careful with who you're trying to target. So, again, side note, I have no issue with Nicki. She's a female mogul. She's a rap artist. She's funny. She's animated. She's transparent. Let's be honest. Nicki Minaj is very, very fun to watch. And then, of course, we have Cardi B. I have no issue with Cardi B. Cardi B, I think she's hilarious. I really would love to see Cardi B having her own talk show, because one thing I will give Cardi, that girl is funny, okay? She's transparent, she's open and honest, and she's very true to herself, which I love. I don't like the fact that they used her as a puppet, and I will go into that later on in this video. Ladies, do not allow people to put batteries in your backs to go after another woman. It never ends well, okay? If you're gonna dislike someone, dislike them because you genuinely do. Don't dislike someone because a group dislikes that person, okay? But anyways, I have no issue with either of the ladies. Just a side note, no issue with either of them. I think that they're both in their own lane. I think they're both funny. I have no issue with any of them. So allegedly, Cardi B was being used to destiny swap and become the new major female artist at that time that was going to replace Nicki Minaj. So the goal was let's get her in, let's put her on the map, let's endorse her, let's pay a lot of money, let's get her outfits, her hair, let's put her on the spot, let's have her collaborate with major people. We're also going to set her up with Offset so she can come in as someone who's dating a rapper. Let's set her up to really, really go against Nicki and truly take the spot. What they didn't understand is, just like Naomi Campbell, Nicki Minaj is an alpha female. Alpha females are very territorial. And not only are alpha females very territorial, alpha females are also very, very suspicious of people. Okay? That's why in a lot of Nicki's songs, she says, what did she say? I think she said, they're talking to me and all I see is intent. Meaning she's always looking at the intention behind what people are really trying to do. So women like Nicki Minaj, women like Cardi B, these are women, no, not Cardi B, sorry. Women like Nicki Minaj and women like Naomi Campbell, these are women who are suspicious, okay? Everybody needs a high level of suspicion when you're dealing with people, because people cannot be trusted, especially when you are a woman that's in a position that a lot of people want to be in, you have to be suspicious of people's motives. And not only being a chosen one, a chosen vessel, but Nicki Minaj being suspicious of people also saved her career. Because when you open your door to a woman that is attempting to do a destiny swap with you, it's easy for her to come in and take over. Okay, that's part of the reason why Selena is not here anymore. She opened her door and let Yolanda in. Aaliyah's not here because she opened her door to Jay-Z and Diddy and all those other people. Again, this is all alleged, but those women, they opened their doors. What I like about Nicki, the reason why they call Nicki a mean girl, Nicki's not opening her doors to you. She has a high level of suspicion. She's very suspicious of people's motives. Okay. And again, I talked about this on live the other day. For women, when a woman is suspicious or not friendly or not open, women don't like that. They're going to translate that as you're a mean girl, or you're nasty, or you think you're superior, or you're a narcissist, or you think you're better than everyone. But women don't understand that alpha females are territorial, and they will do whatever it takes to protect their territory. And they don't mind if you think that they're mean because they don't want to engage with you. They don't care, because it's not about you. It's about protecting what they've built and protecting their life. Nicki Minaj has an understanding of being suspicious and being territorial. That also helped her in preserving her career. Okay. So, so allegedly that is what happened. So originally from the time period, I believe, forgive me if the time frames are wrong, from the time period of 2018 to 2020, when the Destiny Swap initiated, Nicki Minaj was running the rap game and people were jealous. Okay. What is the main reason that people do Destiny Swaps? Why do people do Destiny Swaps? Because they're jealous. Okay. Jealousy is the reason why people primarily will do Destiny Swaps. People are jealous. They want your spot. They watch you from afar. They try to get near you, and they try to see if they can swap with you. This is something that women are notorious for doing, which is why for me personally, not saying I will never have a female friend, not saying that I will never build a close bond with a woman, not saying that, but I'm very suspicious. Yes. And I'm very territorial about my life and what I'm building. Yes. And I have the right to be that way, because a lot of times, very famous with women, is they will watch you from afar and be like, ooh, I like the way she talks. I like the way she does that. I like the way, her website looks. I like the way she dresses. I like her boutique. I like the way she does her hair. I want to be like her. And then on the low, they're slowly trying to morph into you. And then as they're morphing into you, they're going to lie and flip the script and say that you have been copying them. That's how twisted Destiny Swaps get, which is why for me personally, rather keep everybody at arm's length. That's just my personality. I got goals to focus on. But that is what she was attempting to do with Miss Nicki. Okay, so, yes, Destiny Swaps are usually a result of jealousy and envy. So be careful, ladies and gentlemen, like male or female, just be careful who you allow around you and pray for your destiny. Pay attention. I take this as an example from Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj put 2 and 2 together after the motorsport situation happened and the way that it went left after that single was released. Nicki Minaj peeped game and immediately removed Cardi B from her vicinity when she realized what the industry was trying to do and when she realized what Cardi was trying to do, allegedly. She was like, okay, I'm going to distance myself from this girl. Now, with women, not saying that was the case with Cardi, just using an example. With women who are jealous and envious of another woman, they don't want you to know that they're jealous and envious of you. They don't want you to be aware of that, because if you become aware of that, you'll get away from them in time, and then the Destiny Swap will not be fulfilled. They don't want you to know that they have those feelings towards you. So once Nicki Minaj distanced herself from Cardi B, that's when Cardi B started going on the internet, making tweets, got the Migos to stop dealing with Nicki, because Nicki used to always do so much music with the Migos. She got the Migos to stop dealing with Nicki. Usually what women do when they have a problem with you. When women have a problem with you, what do? They turn everybody against you, right? going on interviews saying, oh, she was so rude to me, she was this, she was that. Like the typical things that women do when they notice that you're onto them, right? So Nicki was like, okay, whatever. I did a song with this girl. She's wilding out on the internet. I'm going to distance myself. I'm cool. I'm good. So that made the destiny swap more difficult to happen because Nicki already peeped game. So pay attention, okay? And another thing is, don't ignore jealousy or envy. Okay, don't ignore jealousy or envy. If you feel like somebody's jealous of you, if you feel like somebody's envious of you, get away from that person. Okay, I don't care how nice you think they are. Get away from them. There will not be any destiny swaps happening. I don't care. The minute you sense it, you get away from the person. I don't care if it's family, friend, stranger, coworker, whoever, right? And copying you is not flattery. I forgot. Okay, I don't even know if I should share this. Okay, I will, but I'm going to keep saying allegedly. So there was a reality star that I worked with, right? And this reality star owned a clinic type of, not clinic, but like a clinic type of thing. I'm going to just say clinic. I don't have to give all the details. And one of the ladies working in that clinic was like a massage therapist. And she was a celebrity massage therapist. So I was helping run the clinic, and me and that massage therapist, we would talk. And this was around the time that issue was going on with Nicki and Cardi. And we were like, what do you think is happening? And she told me, I'm going to keep saying allegedly, she told me that there was a time she was doing a massage on you know who, not Nicki, but you know who. And she was scrolling through pictures of Nicki. Like, she had so many pictures of Nicki Minaj on her phone. Like, I mean, like maybe 30 or 40 pictures of like her style, her hair, her hairstyles, all this stuff. And the massage artist, saw her scrolling through all these photos of Nicki that she had in her camera roll as she was laying down and getting her massage done. And I'm like, I'm not surprised. Like, that's what women do. Like, they're gonna obsess over you and act like they're not, and act like, oh, I don't watch her, I don't copy her, I don't do what she does, I don't copy her hairstyle. But in reality, they're obsessed with you, and anybody who's on game is gonna see that. So, again, when they saw that the destiny swap was getting difficult, right? They saw that Nicki was not backing down. They saw that Nicki was resilient. They saw that Nicki was not going to give up her crown, and she was going to fight her way through. That pissed people off. So now they had to recruit more people. That's when Remy Ma came in. That's when Lil Kim came in. That's when Erica Mena was on interview saying she doesn't know any Nicki Minaj music because she was with Safari, dragging her with Safari. Safari was also dragging Nicki. And then there was a time that Bobby and Trina were involved in trying to drag Nicki. And then there was a time, Joe Budden. It's like everybody was a part of that humiliation ritual to take Nicki down. All of them. It was a group. It was a team effort. And guess what? All of those peoples, if you look at their careers today, it's flopped. That's how I know. That's why I know that Nicki Minaj is powerful. Because every person that has went against her, it's cost them their career, their progress, their charts. They're not popping anymore. Have you noticed that? Where's Offset now? Where's his career now? Cardi B hasn't put out an album in the last 6 years. Where's that going? Quavo, I don't even think he makes music anymore. Trina, I don't know if she makes music anymore either. I think she's on reality TV, so that's different. Cardi, Remy, where are these people? All these people that went against Nicki, where are they now? Where are they? All of their careers just have flopped. Erica and Safari are not even together. That was an awful divorce. Toxic and awful. It's like she's so powerful that entire mass group that tried to come against her, they all flopped. The destiny swap failed. The humiliation ritual failed. So as a result of that, because you tried to inflict pain on this person without cause. Now you have to reap the consequences. It's called justice. God balances out the scales in life. You know, in the spirit realm, the scales have to be balanced. So if you throw that boomerang at someone and it doesn't hit them, that boomerang is going to come right back towards you. You put it out. Whatever you put out in the world will return to you, whether that's hate, whether that's envy, whether that's sabotage, whether it's aggression, lies, schemes, plots, whatever you put out in the world will return to you. And you cannot run when it comes back. You cannot run and send an apology to fix it, because the repercussions of what you did are so aggressive that you're thinking, let me run and apologize to her and see if I apologize and she forgives me, if things will get better. It won't get better. You put it out, you have to deal with what comes with it. You don't get to rearrange it now or run from it. You put it out, now you have to deal with the consequences of that. You have to be territorial with what's yours. If Nicki Minaj was passive and she wasn't territorial, and that's the thing, that's what a lot of women get confused. Women get competitive, not even competitive, because women don't compete. Like I said, women get rid of the competition. Women don't compete. Okay? Let's not say that. Women get territorial confused with insecurity or jealousy. Just because someone is protecting their brand and they have a feeling that you're trying to get a free pass on replicating it, and they give you the boot for that, that's not insecurity. That's being territorial and protecting what's theirs. So a lot of people would always claim that Nicki was insecure and Nicki's this. No, Nicki is territorial over her brand. You can't say she's insecure. Nobody can rap like Nicki. No one's animated like Nicki. What other animated artist that you know? She has a flow that cannot be replicated. You could find, let's keep it real. You can find 1 million Lottos. You could find 1 million Megan Thee Stallions. You could find 1 million of the other rap girls. Not taken away from them, but you can find 1 million of them. But Nicki Minaj, something about her, it's unique. The only rap girlie that I think is as unique as Nicki is Doja. I'll give it to Doja Cat. She may be a little odd, but Doja Cat is unique. Her flow is unique. The way that she flows, high pitch, low pitch, high pitch, low pitch, high pitch, like the way that she flows when she raps, Doja is probably the only other female rap artist, in my opinion, that I think, okay, it's not going to be easy to replicate another Doja, because her flow, it's too unique to her that it cannot be replicated. And that's what they hate. And you cannot be upset at someone for being territorial about what's theirs. And it's so funny because a lot of women would say, oh, Nicki's insecure, Nicki's this, Nicki's that. First of all, when you're in the middle of a destiny swap attempt, you have to cross your T's and dot your I's. That's one. They're trying to make another you, or whatever she would say in her music. And second of all, when women become honest with themselves, women know how other women are. How could you not be territorial with what's yours? How could you not be territorial with your place of business? How could you not be territorial with your craft? Because you know that a woman will walk in, replicate, and steal everything and flip the script on you and say that you're stealing from her. How could you not be? You would have to be a complete imbecile to not be territorial with what's yours when you're dealing with other women. Because there are a lot of artists In the midst of that destiny swap, if they were more territorial, the destiny swap would have never taken place. They want your spot and you're going to let them have it? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Beware of your interactions. Nicki was aware of her wow, I got so many notes on this. Oh, let's keep going. Okay. So Nicki Minaj is spiritually protected. Nicki Minaj is a master manifester. How do I know that Nicki Minaj is a master manifester? Look at everything that she says comes to pass in her music, calling everyone her sons, pushed out a son. Everything that she says comes to pass. She's a master manifester because she's spiritually protected and she's spiritually strong. Pay attention to her lyrics. They all come true. Everyone that tried to come against Nicki fell off. We already talked about that. She humiliated the humiliation ritual and she annihilated the destiny swap. The destiny swap failed because she stayed resilient. She stood her ground and spoke her truth. She stayed 10 toes down. She didn't back down and she remained territorial and fought with her talent. That is the real definition of competition, ladies. Competition is not you trying to drag another girl's reputation, get another girl fired, get a group of people to not like a girl because you don't like her, trying to sabotage her work. That's not being competitive, ladies. That's being cowardly. Competitive people compete. That's not being a competitive person. That's being a coward. Because you cannot compete with her, you have to remove her. So most women do not compete. That is a lie. The real competition is when Nicki said, you know what? Let's put all this to rest. Let's go to a rap battle. She challenged Cardi B. She said, grab your mic. Let's go in the booth. Let's do a rap battle. Cardi B didn't want to do that. She didn't want to get in the booth and actually compete with Nicki, which is what most women don't want to do. They want to run smear campaigns, team up, ruin reputations, get you fired. No, baby, let's get in the booth. You said you can rap, right? Grab a mic. You said you could dance, right? Get on the dance floor. You said you're so smart, right? Let's take the exam right here, right now. Grab your pencil. That's competition. Not all the other stuff that I see women do. That's not competition. That's being a coward when you are spending majority of your time trying to ruin another woman or remove her from the room, which is another thing that women try to do. They try to get you out the room. No, keep her in the room and try to shine as bright as her. Let's see if you can. That's competition. Women don't compete, okay? Nicki Minaj competed, and that is why she's still here. That is what talent is, okay? That is what they wanted to destroy, her talent and her resilience, and they could not do that. Now, a lot of people like to try and destiny swap with chosen ones, okay? Destiny swapping with Children of the Light, okay? If you have not followed my channel, Children of the Light is in the description bar. But yes, people don't really try to destiny swap with any and everyone. They destiny swap with someone who has a bright star because they feel like if I can get in her place, I can receive the spiritual blessings and physical blessings that she receives, okay? And children of the light, 1 Thessalonians 5 verse 5, you are all children of the light and children of the day. You do not belong to the night or to darkness. Children of the Light. Again, don't forget to follow my YouTube page on Children of the Light, spiritual channel. Again, if you have a bright star, people see your star and they want it. They want to use it for themselves. That's really what destiny swapping is. They see your star and they want to take it. Not everyone's star shines very bright, but if you're a child of the light, then of course your star is very bright, okay? So that's that. Nicki has great influence, mass following, and true fans. So they had to balance the scale. So a lot of times people will accuse Nicki and say, oh, she has a cult following. Her following is evil. She has a cult following. Anytime people are jealous of the fact that people truly ride for you, they're going to call your following a cult following. Why don't you have a following that rides for you the way Nicki's followers ride for her? Why don't you have that? Why don't you have that? It's the envy. it's really the envy. These saying, oh, this person has a cult following. No, you're just mad that that person has someone that rides for them. And that's not going to allow you to continuously go online and slander that person. Right? So Nicki has a great influence. She has a massive influence, a massive true fan. So they balance the scales because, again, spiritually, because such a mass group of people were going after her during the humiliation ritual, her fans really helped balance the scales because they pushed back with positivity for Nicki. So I think that also a part of the Destiny Swap failing and the humiliation ritual failing, Nicki Minaj's fans have a big role to play in that because they truly balance out the scales spiritually, and they affirmed her constantly as a mass group. And that's another reason why they couldn't take her down, because so many people came after her and no one was really there to defend her but her fans. When you are influential, they will always say you have a cult following, when in reality, people see your light and God allows, a mass group of people to defend you amongst a mass group of people who want to destroy you. Again, we have to balance the scales. In closing, attempting to destiny swap is very risky because if it does not work and the person is spiritually awakened, you are in trouble. Ladies and gentlemen listening, pray over your destiny, pray over your progress, pray over what's yours. This will be the Destiny Swap series, and I'm gonna do this for the rest of December. Will be Destiny Swap series. We will talk about Destiny Swaps that failed, examples of that, and Destiny Swaps that actually came true. Bye guys, love you.